Hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. It's 11:05. Right on the dot. I'm right on time. I don't know how to turn off this microphone. Okay, I'm in the parking lot. I think I'm fine. How do I sound? Can you guys hear me? Let me know. I know there's a bit of a delay, but I'm not moving. Mason, hey, Mason, how are you? How are you? How are you? Woo-hoo! Michael's here too. Hey, Michael. Hello. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Do I sound like anything? I don't know. Let me get rid of that. How's that? Can you hear me? Hey, first off, I see who's there. There's Jenny. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny. With a big E. Happy birthday to you. And many more. So many more, Jenny. Today's your birthday. And I think you're East Coast time. So it's 12:05. You're welcome. Oh, good. I'm audible. Excellent. Excellent. Look at my hair. It's still bouncy. It's still bouncing. Oh, one of the people from work saw me with the roll. No, they first asked me first. They said, "Did you were you driving with your curlers in your hair? Was that you or whatever?" I said, "Of course it was me. Who else? Kind of crazy city people. Oh my goodness. What other kind of crazy city person other than me would be running around with curlers in her hair? But me. That's me. I have my bag of rollers here." I said, "You know what? You're lucky. I have a lot of hair. Praise God. Thank you, carnivore diet. Thank you, thank you." The 60s, my sisters used to use beer cans. Why beer cans? I don't know. It was a thing back in the day. They either laid their head on the ironing board and ironed each other's sisters' hair, or they wore beer cans on their head. So these are nothing compared to a beer can. These are the spongy rollers. I have to show you. I have to explain. Well, my car is warming up. If you can see, oh, I can't get a better light here. If you can see, you see that hole there? Well, there's a spindle on top. There, I think that's visual. I think so. There's a spindle on top of a steamer, and you put this on top of the spindle, and it steams up this sponge. Of course, this one doesn't come apart. So it steams this up, and then you put this right behind the roller on the steamer, and it steams it. You put it in your hair. Within minutes, you get this kind of a mop head. So when I found these, I was so stinking excited. I didn't have to sleep in the rollers anymore. Yay! All right, I'm about to head out. Seatbelt on. All the people are looking at me like I'm crazy. So yes, one person from work did see me with my crown of glory. Ah, I had an okay day at work today. It was just okay. What? Easy jobs. Assembly, you guys know I have assembly jobs. Very, very easy. I think I'm going to keep the light on me so that you can see. I'm not going to look at the screen anymore, at least right now, because I'm driving. I am trying to test. I don't need an earpiece anymore. I have no more OSHA regulations, but I will keep this microphone. I don't know if, no, I don't think, I don't think I need it to be able to hear. I think the microphone is sufficient here. I turned off the fan of the car. I was thinking about a dear Facebook friend of mine, a keto friend of mine. His name is Sean, and he asked today for prayers. So he was big time on my mind, thinking about Sean. Any little opportunity that I had, I was praying for Sean. So if you all are praying people, just pray for my friend Sean. Whatever he's going through, God knows. We don't know, but he asked for prayer. So in turn, in kind, I'm asking my friends to take a moment out of their day and say a little prayer for Sean as well. So he's been heavy on my mind. And if I can't get connectivity at work, it's really nice just to be by myself, even with the OSHA approved hearing devices, hearing ears protection, just to be quiet and be with God. So that's just me, but wanted to just throw that out today. Tomorrow's Thursday. Golly, this week is just flying right by. I only have technically one more hour of overtime because I wasn't there on Monday. So they're okay with me working 4 hours because of Monday. And I'm just beginning to wonder if all this overtime truly is necessary. Now, the powers that be, you gotta love these people with a college education that are put in this position, brand new college degree, put in this position of authority, looking at numbers and charts and what have you. And the fact that we have a couple jobs that are on hold that haven't been properly assessed with no parts. Sometimes we're waiting from parts from Sweden. Sometimes they're coming from China. Sometimes they're being made in-house. But we have the capability in America to make these parts. We really do. So I think, why are these people sitting around with nothing to do? And these carts are all backed up with jobs that need to be packaged, but the people that are sitting around aren't doing anything. Why don't you guys tell them to do something? They're getting paid $30, $40, $50 an hour, these machinists. Come on. But I digress. Again, I'm not in a position of authority. We are to be getting a major job that requires the company on a daily basis to make 4,000 pieces a day on this line, and it's for Google. And the Google system, computers, we make couplers, cooling couplers for the computers. Ooh, there's a policeman up ahead. Don't look at me, buddy. I'm taking SF. The roads are very good right now. The temperature is 35, so it's not slipping nor sliding. But we're real excited to get this big contract now. Whomever had the contract before, well, they fell behind big time because Google, in essence, kicked them to the curb and said, hello, coupling parts maker in Wisconsin. Well, they actually went corporate, not Wisconsin. They knocked on corporate door and we got the job in Wisconsin. Yay, us. My only concern is right now we don't have not the company, not being a sexist term, we don't have the manpower to be able to do 4,000 pieces, nor do we have the capability because it has to be a clean room. It is encased in plastic with, this is so weird. It's supposed to be clean, but the filtration comes from underneath the plastic, and you have to be completely garbed up, meaning head to toe, as if you were a food service person. So we're supposed to get this job functional by July. July, when it's umpteen 97-degree, super hot humidity, and tell people to run around in these little hot box suits. Oh, this won't end well. I can see people fainting, but I'm not going to be doing that job. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. My understanding is the company has HR, human resources, headhunters out there currently looking for people to fill the bill. The thing with the Wisconsin plant that I can speak of with a certain amount of certainty, people up here are lazy, don't want to come into work. Yeah, says the girl that called in the last 2 days, 2 days, Friday and Monday. I am concerned that people coming in off of the street in the middle in July, when this is to go down, do they have the stamina? And they need to be hired right now, get acclimated to our system of production, keeping in the green. Green means good. You've reached your numbers. We don't have a quota, so I don't. If per hour, my hourly for the last job that I did was to be 238 an hour. Well, I can do 275. The job previous to that, I had to make 161 pieces an hour, and I was at 200 pieces an hour. So if people really do leave me alone, it's not a bad thing because the sign on the door says the company name. It doesn't say Griggs. So I am working for the firm, not for myself. But when these kids want to come and talk and lollygag, I say to myself, at one point in time, Jerry, do you say, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom just to get away, not that I'm not being social, just to get away from them so that I can work and do my job for the company, not to mention their job that they're supposed to be doing. I have to turn the other light on. Maybe that'll help maybe that's a little bit better. Can you still see me? Yeah, I think so. I just glanced and saw myself in the reflection. I am trying the StreamYard now. Yesterday I did it, I'm doing it horizontal. I did it vertical yesterday. Oh, going to work in my rollers when Lynn was my moderator and I was at the dollar store. Oh, message retracted. Lynn was absolutely swamped, crazy busy. And I know Michael doesn't like the vertical ones. I get it. But she said in the chat, as I read it briefly, I read more messages that said messages deleted or retracted by Lynn. She was definitely on her toes today. I don't know what they were saying. Probably making rude comments as though gray-haired old woman, what's she doing in rollers? Why is she driving and doing? I can imagine what they had said. No skin off my back, water off of duck. You know what I mean? That doesn't stick. I'm not fazed by it. I knew it was coming. So many people will say, well, in order to get the clicks and the views on YouTube, you need to go vertical. I get it, and I open myself up to everybody, no prejudice, not just subscribers only. However, right now at 11:30 at night, Central Standard Time, 11:20 Central, I know only the subscribers are out there. People like Mason and Michael and Barbara and all of Grandma's Crochet Corner with a K are looking at me, and that's fine. And the fact that it's the landscape, I'm really limiting with prejudice who can be able to see me because it's landscape, it's not vertical. So there we have it. Today, the dog Snacks was supposed to come to my house from the company Full Moon. So as I left, I made sure Squeaky looked at me, the new German Shepherd. She looked at me as though to say, wait a minute, you're leaving and you're not putting a snack in my mouth? That's because we are out of snacks, Squeaky. Step back. So I told her, and Ladybug, like I talked to a kid or a real person, right? I said, you guys better not kill the UPS man today. He is bringing you food. So that's what I'm expecting to be there at the house. All the dog snacks today. The thing for me is, I don't mind giving the dog snacks, and this is all 100% natural. However, they've changed their recipe at Full Moon. I don't know. I don't eat the dog snacks. But I remember when they first came out with confidence, I would buy the products from them because it was 100% dehydrated real meat. And I don't know, 6 to 8 months ago, I noticed that they're adding sugar and natural flavor. Now, does my dog not know what the flavor of meat is? Chicken, beef, whatever the case may be. Now, they do not have dehydrated beef, and I know why. It's very, very expensive. But my dogs like the Full Moon, their strips, I don't know, maybe 6 inches long. And it's just the pieces parts that were formed like a meatloaf, but chicken, and then sliced and then dehydrated. They really like that one for whatever reason, as opposed to the complete chicken breast. And it's real apparent when you look at the chicken breast, you know that if you were to make it in my dehydrator, for example, it's cut on a bias like a chicken breast, and you can see what a chicken breast looks like. So I'm not averse to making the dogs chicken. I've done that before. Remember at one time that the dogs had a week of bacon as opposed to meat because I was short of dog snacks. The reason I'm short of dog snacks was when Jack got Squeaky. Now we have 2 dogs to feed, 2 treats, and they go through it faster. So as opposed to spending $250, I have to spend for 2 dogs. But Jack needs to slow his roll with giving the dog snacks. When the dog leaves their dog food behind just to eat a snack, they're not hungry, similar to a person. If you're going to eat ice cream or have ice cream, if you're on the standard American diet, not carnivore and keto people, but if you're given the opportunity to have cookies or ice cream or your meal you think kids are going to eat? Yeah, the cookies and all the sugary stuff. So the sugar aspect, maybe my dogs are addicted to it. If people can be addicted to it, right? The dogs very well might be. But there's nothing wrong with cutting these pieces in half. They're not starving. You guys have seen Squeaky. You have seen her, and she is not starving at all. Now I'm going past the school and the nature preserve, so I have to pay attention to the road. I can't change the camera as I'm driving because that would be an unsafe thing for me to do. So you're stuck looking at my mug until I come to a stop sign, which isn't 4 miles, 7 miles up the road, until I get to M, the road I'm on right now, and Highway 40 as I go to my house. So tomorrow, what am I going to do? Technically, I have to work 1 more hour of overtime. Should I come in early? Should I come in early, an hour at 1 o'clock, and then stay until 11? Or while I'm there, should I just stay until 11? Think. It's the big debate. Okay, past the nature preserve, I see eyeballs up ahead, so I have to be careful. Oh, yeah, you guys. There's so many deer. Shoot. Oh, my goodness. And I passed the preserve, nature preserve. Oh, now would have been a good time to turn that camera around. Doggone it. There had to have been 18 of a dozen. I don't know. There were a bunch of them. But I'm past the preserve, and they're not, well, like I'm telling the deer where to be. Whoa! Big deer. It's getting warmer. When is spring, by the way? Is it Friday or is it Saturday? Yeah, they're coming out. And now that it's warmer, the snow is melting, so they're starting to look like the ground, the deer, not up a brown deer up against the white. Ooh. Yep, I knew I saw the eyeballs from afar. I knew it was coming up. I did not know it was going to be 12 or 18 of a pack. Is that a pack of deer? I know it's a gaggle of geese, but when you have a bunch of deer, what are they called? Do they travel in packs, or dogs travel in packs? Asking for a friend. If you know, you know. If you don't, let me know. One thing I don't know about StreamYard when I did the one earlier, if I can read the chat. Now, it would probably say what Lynn deleted, message retracted or message deleted. It would probably say the same thing. But I don't know if I can read the comments like I would say on the screen if I was to be at a dead standstill at a stop. And I can read the comments like I did when I got into the vehicle. I am so done with winter, as I'm sure a lot of you all are as well. Totally done with winter. Except bubble water still. I'm surprised I still have bubble water left. I started with a liter of bubble water, and I had 2 16-ounce bottles, another liter at work. I usually leave the house with the liter in here. and then just fill it accordingly with ice during the course of my day. Lots of water. Now that I am doing the creatine, it seems like I'm peeing more. They say the creatine puts water into your muscles. No, it's making me go to the bathroom more. It's not showing up on the scale for weight increase. It should, right? It's weight. A pint a pound, the world around, as they say. Not like a pint of beer in England. Same thing, but completely different, right? Not one vehicle tonight oncoming or that I've encountered going home, which is good. A lot of deer, but no vehicle. Oh, I see tail lights up ahead. So that's one vehicle. Your reflexes just have to be spot on and your eyes constantly watching the road as you go home in the dark because you never know when those little guys are going to come bouncing out of the forest. Not a forest, another forest. So what do you think about the new name, Just Jerry? JSTGERI. The only thing missing is you. No one at work knows about YouTube. No one at work, well, I shouldn't say that. Oh, there's my idiot light again. Service tire monitor system. It blinks on about the same time every night. Nothing's wrong with the tires. I checked the tire pressure. The PSI is 38, so we're good in that. This is just a thorn in my side on the dashboard. On Saturday, I am going, it's either, do I work overtime? 4 hours. If I work until Friday at 10 o'clock and then go home, wake up at 4, because I like to leave my house by 5 and allow myself an hour. Technically, it's 20 minutes for me, door to door. And I know at night it's a little bit longer because, well, it's nighttime. I drive with a whole lot more caution at night. So maybe it's going to be 25 minutes. No, it's 10. No, I'm sorry. It's 11, almost 11:35. So I didn't start rolling until almost 10 minutes after 11 from the parking lot. My lips are burning. I have a tendency to lick my lips a lot. Oh, I did find in my locker, I don't know how long it's been there, but I took a stab. Does gum spoil? I ate gum that was quite hard, chewed on it today because I found it in my locker. Sugar-free gum. Oh, go, call the carnival police. Sherry's eating gum. Old gum. What is it, a carb per stick? But I was chewing it, and then all of a sudden the urge came for me to do the bubbles. And it worked. Here I am blowing bubbles. Well, blowing bubbles, it's water. It's as though I'm licking my lips, right? My lips are so dry. They burn because they're so dry, chapped. Keep on blowing bubbles, Jerry. So I did that. I don't know, how long did the flavor last? Maybe an hour. And I can feel the burn in my lips. Oh, I said I was going to turn the lights on or turn the camera around. I'll check the mailbox. My thing is when I get to the slab that goes up to the patio, I lose connection. It goes from the internet connection, how I'm coming across right now, and it should click right over to my house internet. It should. But that's where I drop the connection. Similar to the connection at work. Ugh. Here we go. Mailbox. Pit stop. Oopsie. Okay, let's try the camera. If I can even do that in the middle of a stream, is it possible? There we go. Now you guys are looking at the road. And, ooh, I've got a statement from my bank. Bank statement from the mail, probably because of the credits after the shenanigans on my debit card. I'll check that out. Here we go. This is the road to home. Va-boom. You can tell how my husband plows. He goes a little bit wider in the road compared to my neighbor. It goes a little narrow. It's as though Jack is expecting a 747 to land right here. What? I don't get it. Up the hill. And down. Here, you're crazy. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Can I even read any of the chat? I see somebody say, hi, Pharaoh Grandma. That means Wendy's in the house. Hey, Patty's here. Hi, Patty. Oh, John's here. Somebody's saying hi to John. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for coming. You and Wendy, thank you. It's saying new comments, but I can't read them. It won't allow me for whatever reason. I can tell that John's here and Wendy's here. Any news it says here says Wendy. I don't know what the news means, Wendy. Hello. No news is good news, right? Okay, here we go. Michael's saying YouTube pushes vertical because they are less bandwidth. There, now I learned something new. See, you learn something new every day. Thanks, Michael. And Jen left. Okay. See you tomorrow, Jen says, okay. So that's where I started out. Well, I am home, boys and girls, and kids of all ages. There's the snowplow truck. There's Jack's toy, whatever year that Chevy is. I don't know. Can't you tell I'm interested in vehicles? I just don't have that thing in me for vehicles. I just don't. Okay, so far so good. I still have connectivity. I see that 4 people are looking. Yeah. I know. Beep, beep, beep. I didn't go and get any milk. You just have the coffee from the dollar store. Oh, and I have to take my rollers in with me too. I'm not going to make it a habit of driving with rollers, folks. It was, if you will. Okay, I'm going to hang up right now because I fear the connection is going to stop. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming along with me. I appreciate it. Take care, you all, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow, how do I get out of here? Oh, hit end. Bye, everybody. Turtles, thank you. Night.